Yo, what's good, fam? It's your boy Z Far.
And Ice Cube.
Yeah, we back live and in charge, man. Not taking no prisoners. We hit you with one before, and we was definitely talking about you toxic clowns out here. But today we're gonna come a little bit softer, man. The sun's going down. It's a beautiful day, and then we in the Pacific Northwest. We trying to make something shake. So the reality is what are we talking about today, Q?
Pretty much just like doing things as a unit, like not really going through life by yourself.
Yes. In today's day and age, we see a lot of people on these internet streets. Shout out to you guys dropping all your nuggets on these internet streets. But the reality is you guys are doing it backwards. You're hustling backwards. And we're starting to notice that. Why do you think, just give me the externals first, and then we'll get to the internals. Like, why do you think people want to do it by themselves so bad? Like, what is it to people to just want to go through life and be like, I did it by myself first?
Kind of having something to brag about, or to make it something that they can brag at and be like, yep, I did this on my own. I didn't have nobody help me. Kind of have like rappers do.
Right.
I made I started
Y'all
from
think
the
y'all
bottom.
rappers out here, huh?
No. Or they like, I started from the bottom. Nobody helped me. I did this all by myself. You know.
Wow. You know what's so wild? I think there's something to be said about you being able to do it by yourself, but there's also something to be said that all of us at some point we had help somewhere. You didn't come out of that beautiful birth canal saying, hey, I can walk all by myself. I can feed myself. You don't need a homie, doc. I'm good. You didn't come out like that. You didn't wipe your own tail.
Surprised if you did.
You didn't wipe your own tail. Yeah, that'd be trippy, wouldn't it? Yeah, don't touch me. Yeah, you're not that hard, bro. Even you thugs, even you shorties on the street, y'all not that hard, bro. For the first part of your life, to be honest with y'all had help from somebody. And you know who I'm talking about. Your moms, your grandmas, pops. Somebody was there to help you get on your feet. So now, as we continue through life, right, you might be able to do certain things that are wrong, but why do people want to go through life by themselves? I think that's like a lonely existence, you know?
I think so too, but also a lot of people say that they don't want to have to put up with other people, like kind of like having a roommate. I don't want to have to put up with someone else's habits, or, you know, if I want to do things and I know this person won't really agree with what I do, then it'll make more sense because I'm by myself, so I can do whatever I want now.
You can do whatever you want, but what are you trying to get out the house and do that is so I can do whatever I want? Like, what is that? Because I can get, like, if you trying to start a Fortune 500 company, right, and you like, well, I can't do that in my current situation. But what situation is that, and why can't you do it from where you're sitting? You know what I'm saying? Or let's say I give you a better one, right? Let's say you want to go play a professional sports, and you can't do that because your mom won't take you to practice. Well, then it's like, all right, well, I get you, bro. You want to go do something with your life, and you want to be professional, and mom's not taking you, so I gotta take myself. That's real. I understand that, but like, we gotta be honest. Y'all not out here trying to do that. Y'all trying to be out here and be fast. That's what y'all trying to do. Am I lying?
Yeah.
What are they out here trying to do, man? They try to be fast.
Yeah.
So what's the rush? So what's the rush?
The rush for what?
Well, really the rush to abandon your help system and your support just so you can get out here and really, when you think about it, be attached to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's wild. But if you are going to get out there and get attached to somebody else, it better be a quality individual, because these streets is wild.
But I don't think a lot of people know what a quality individual even look like.
Right, let's talk about that. How come people don't know what a quality individual look like? You go ahead and drop some nuggets on there.
Well,
How come y'all don't know what a quality individual looks like? I really wonder that. No, no, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
How come people don't understand? Right? How come people don't get what a real quality person looks like?
Mm-hmm.
And they constantly are getting into toxic relationships, or people that keep cheating on them, or people they can't be with long term, or situationships. Like, how come y'all can't seem to find a quality individual, or the individual that you think is quality don't want to be with you? Why is that?
Oh, well, I believe that the reason is because people are literally looking for the wrong person. They are so society props up a certain type of person.
Talk about it.
Usually like the bad guy.
Mm.
And women are like, "Oh, I want me a bad guy."
Really?
You see all this stuff in movies, you see all this stuff in like the music that's portrayed, and people are like, "Well, that's what I want." Meanwhile, the person that's right for them, they don't even give them a second thought. They just pass them right by.
So do you think it's a little bit more of like, because I'm riding with you on this one. I think you're right. I think society props the worst of our society, and doesn't prop up people that have internal qualities that people are looking for, right? Why do you think people continue to get duped in their own life though? Because even if you see the results of, let's say, the people they prop up, when you look in their actual lives, bro, it's a bloodbath. It don't look good. You talking about celebrity relationships? They even are getting together a lot of times for publicity, or for net worth, or because they got a movie deal coming out. Like, even their life, you should be able to see like right through that. Like, it's kind of wild. People think that, oh, I want to be like JT, I want to be like this. But then when you ask somebody, yo, what's your ideal, like, that golden standard for your relationship?
Yep.
It's not like MC Fire or Ice Cube, or it's not like somebody else that you know that's been married for 40 years, in your community. Like, I want to marry like them. And then not just want that, but go ask him, yo, how did you keep Uncle Earl locked down? How'd you keep Miss Ruth, and you guys sometimes get through rough? How did you do that? You don't ever get that knowledge.
How do you make it work?
Yeah, you chasing stuff that is, one, fake, and then two, is not designed to succeed. It's designed to generate money and attraction and views.
The same way with the lifestyle of being alone. A lot of women do say, "Oh, I'm happy and single. Like, if I wanted a relationship, I could get a relationship." Or, I've heard that many times. And the truth of it is, it's being propped up to be single.
Being propped up to be single. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of those young ladies, which I don't realize, they put that stuff in their songs. Mm-hmm. But are they single? No. A lot of them ain't even single. They married. What's Shorty say? I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. And then they came out with a little snap. And you like, I don't know why you lying on your raps. You be cooking. Look at you, sweeping that up. You cleaning. Sitting there lying. And she just giggling. She ain't say, boy, you better stop. She was sitting here like, yo, I'm finna sweep this up for my man. Y'all be talking my man. Can't keep one. Cause you lying. I think that's wild.
Yeah.
You should do as they do, not as they say.
But it's easier to go through life with someone, because even look at today's society now, where things are getting super expensive because of inflation and all the craziness of the world. Prices are going up, wages are not going up, so you're having to work twice as hard to continue on with a lifestyle that you've been living, because you're not being compensated in wages for the difference. So a lot of people who are living above their means are now, or even at their means, now is above their means, and people are like now turning to all type of stuff to try to get money to pay and they're coming out with all these videos saying, oh, I hate working, I hate this, I hate that, I need to find somebody, I'm ready to go working in the house. Like, somebody need to wife me up so that I can be a housewife. Like,
Oh my goodness.
What feminist started this? Like, I don't want to. You hear a lot of the videos coming out now about.
I think those videos. Honestly, you're right. I think those videos are so wild because you're like, well, now that you have like kind of equality, right, and advantages in some areas. If you've got equality, then at some point you got to be like, okay, you have the equality to choose which outcome you want. So if you're not getting the results that you want, you have the equality to work for the area that you want to see success in. That's really where my head's at, is if you don't have what you want right now, what are you doing to actively get it? What are you actively doing to get a man, right? And I'm not talking about getting your hair and your nails and your outward appearance in, because we all know pretty's everywhere. There's a lot of pretty out there. A lot. I'm sitting next to some. There's a lot of pretty out in this world, man. But y'all don't get it. External ain't all what it's cooked up to be. Because there's something called the law of diminishing returns. So after you see a 10, you see a 10, you see a 10, you constantly seeing 10s. We all on these internet streets. We all on Instagram. We got the snaps, right? The Facebooks. We on the tube. We seeing 10s all day. But what people aren't being honest about is that 10 probably got a 3 attitude. They probably ain't all of what they're cracked up to be. And we just got done watching a video where this lady basically came in and said, I'm going to be an absolute parasite to my husband. Essentially. She said, because I don't want to lie on this lady, right? I don't want to lie on her. Okay, I'm not going to lie on this lady. Poor little old lady. She need my help. I'm not going to lie on her, right? She basically said, long story short, that he was talking like, hey, if we get a house, we could get a little 3-bedroom or whatever. But if we submit our incomes as a joint income, we can get like an 8-bedroom house, right? So to him, he's like, yo, that's an asset that we could pass down to our kids. We can live in a beautiful mansion, right? We can stun on these cats. She was like, well, if you can't afford the house by yourself, then we're living above our means because I'm bringing nothing to the table. Which essentially to me just means you a leech.
Yeah, she said that she'll show the W-2 for verification purposes, but none of her money is going to go into it. But MC Fire pointed out, like, when a divorce comes, they be quick to try to take the house, even though they didn't put anything into it.
So if you move like that, I'm gonna tell you like this, I'm coming with that heat. If you move like that and you're like, hey, I'm not paying for this house, then don't put your name on the deed. Oh, I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. Oh, but this is a marriage. Oh, we both put in. Nope, we all equal now, right? We all equal? Are we equal or are we not? Equal accountability, equal responsibility. Equal. If I got equal authority, right, you got equal responsibility. Or do you not want it to be equal? You can't just take the good with the bad. So if you don't want the responsibility of it being equal, then you can't share the authority either. Is that harsh?
I don't think so. I mean, it's only fair.
It's only fair, right? I'm like, hey, at some point, y'all gonna wake up, man, because this economy that we're in right now is not geared for you to be alone. But also, people aren't settling either. So you're gonna have to bring something to the table. I know a lot of ladies don't like that question. They don't. And I understand why. I understand why I don't like it. Right? You got your hair did. You got your nails did. Right? You look cute. You did all that. You did it up. And you're saying, I'm making myself a presentation to you. That is my present. But I'm going to tell you right now, lady, again, right? When the going gets tough, the tough get going. So you got to compete. You got to stand out for the dude that you want. And for you fellas, man, I'm going to tell y'all, man, I'm going to get on y'all. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Okay? You can't sit here and on one token talk about I want a 304, I want to bang these baddies, but at the same token say I want a wholesome girl. You are literally making the problem. It kind of starts with you. It's not even the ladies. If you guys weren't indulging in chasing after these so-called baddies or these 304s, they wouldn't be baddies. They wouldn't be 304s. They wouldn't. They'd be like, what do I got to do to get a man? They don't want baddies no more. Okay, I'm going to do what I got to do to get a man that don't want a baddie. Now, there's going to be some bad apples out there, but I'm going to tell you, this probably, I'm going to just be honest, Q, this probably isn't going in the bag. This genie's not going back in the bottle until after our generation. The next generation is going to watch this generation fall on their face. The stats are pretty much proving it, right? Highest divorce rates, lowest birth rates, highest STD rates, lowest relationship rates, right? 30% of women are single, 60% of men are single. All the data is already out there that basically says you are set up for failure. You're set up for failure. This generation's cooked. The only way that you survive that you don't is just get out the way and work on yourself. Be a quality person on the inside. Be able to engage in a decent conversation. If you can't name 10 countries right now as a young man and their capitals, you're going off. If you don't have at least $10,000 in assets, you're going off. If you don't have a positive net, I'm going to go out here on a limb and say, if you don't have a positive net worth, you shouldn't be dating. Period. Boo. That goes for girls and guys. I'm not just talking to the fellas. I'm talking to you ladies too. If your net worth ain't positive, you don't got time to date. And if anybody that meets you, that'll attract them right there. Yo, I'm looking for somebody who's trying to be on the same goals and try to be on the same standard that I am. And then you prove that person. You don't have to be rude about it, but you can stand on business. I'm looking for a person who's trying to be spiritually qualified. Is that you?
Yep.
When you meet people, it shouldn't be I'm gonna give y'all a big old nugget. When you go to approach, especially you as a dude, when you go to approach somebody, it shouldn't be trying to impress them. It should be, hey, I'm coming to see if this person can be an addition to my life. A quality addition to my life. A real value add. A pleasure to be around. A help me, a lover, a friend. Somebody that I would die for. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to impress you. Let me say it again for all those in the front and the back. I'm not trying to impress you. That's how you got to move. Can you be a value add? That's how you got to move. Do you got anything?
No, I think you pretty much hit the nail on the coffin.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to drop these nuggies. Q definitely was hitting on the last one. She dropped them straight nuggies, playing chest on y'all clowns. But yeah, man, we out here, yo. It's your boy MC Fire.
And Ice Cube.
Y'all better get on these nuggies.